What is up, you guys? Team Respawn View. What's up to you, too, APL?
Hey, what's up, man? I'm glad you're back.
Mr. Sark.
I'm APL.
And, and I'm back. I've been sick, and it sucked. It has absolutely sucked. I've got the, I fell prey to that flu that is spreading across the United States of America. And it was no good. I never really equated, though, and maybe this is sort of, I don't know, maybe this is really out of touch, but I never equated flu with, like, chest congestion.
No.
Flu was always, like, nausea and
fever.
Vomiting. Yeah. But this flu they're talking about is this whole sore throat, glands swollen, and there's like runny nose, coughing, phlegming.
That's not a flu, my friend. That's a cold, and I think the medical community is mislabeling it. I think it's their fault. It's not our fault. We were brought up to think that's a cold. I mean,
yeah. Geez. So I mean, that's what I've had. They're saying it's a flu, but I've just had a fucking.
What have you been doing? You just resting and like you taking medication?
I didn't go outside for like 4 days. I feel like I'm just emerging from a long tunnel. Like I came out to my car to come to work today and was like, oh my god, it's so bright, but so refreshing and beautiful. I'm in that whole like the world's such a lovely place and I have new appreciation for it phase of coming out of Beats.
After you've been locked up for 4 days, everything looks great.
Jeez. Yeah, it sucked. It absolutely sucked. I didn't even play games because you don't even have the... On top of us being in our, hopefully just emerging from our little slump.
That looks good to me. That looks good.
Damn it. By the way, we should, before we go on, we should introduce... This is some BLR. Most of you guys know this is one of my favorite games of 2012, and I'm still playing it, and fuck the police.
That's right.
In this gameplay, I'm running with the AMR. It's called an anti-material rifle, which is technically what a Barrett is in real life, and it does what a Barrett does in real life. If you actually hit somebody with it, they will die.
Just like Sergeant Razor just learned right there.
Yeah. However, it has a god-awful reload time, and the scoping in is enough to make you actually vomit because it is so slow. But it's fun to try and get good scores with. This game's not like that epic, but people are so sad when they get shot with it, and they're like, "You fucking amateur!" But then at the end of the day, it's not the most efficient way to.
Why would you use this over an assault rifle or LMG?
Everything is so accurate, and the damage is so good on a lot of these guns, but. Whatever, it's fun, it's entertaining, and it sounds like goddamn Zeus has just opened up his fly and pissed out a lightning bolt onto you when you fire.
Opened his fly? God, he's pissing on you.
Zeus wore blue jeans.
R. Kelly? R. Kelly Zeus.
Lightning bolts came out of his dick. Then that is exactly what this is like.
Okay.
No, but I thought we would talk a little bit about being sick. Right now and in the past.
Okay.
Here's a display of completely shooting everywhere except the enemy. Wait.
That was kind of like a perfect pattern all the way around him.
Look, that dude's like surprised. He's like, what was that?
What the hell?
I just got attacked by a flying muzzle flash.
You were warning him. Those were warning shots.
Yeah, what's the sickest you've ever been?
Oh man, the sickest I've ever been. I do. I was probably... I got something called dengue fever. I don't know if you've heard of it, which is a kind of a tropical disease. I don't know if I've ever... Have I said that I've lived overseas on this channel yet? I don't know if we talked about it. I know you know.
Briefly,
but for about 4 years of my life, I lived in South America because of my parents' jobs. And so that's one you catch from a mosquito, basically, if you get bit by it.
The dengue fever?
The dengue fever. Okay. Yeah, and it's really... You can die from it if you're cared for... It's you have a better chance of survival, but it's a pretty serious, once you get it, it's bad, like super high fever, like 106, 107 for days. You have to wait for that to break.
Yeah.
So actually all three, my brother, my sister, and I all got it at the same time. My mom was like beside herself. She was like, because we were in a country that was not exactly known for its medical care.
Yeah.
So she was kind of just, house nursing us back to health and just hoping that we wouldn't die, essentially.
So you guys were all sort of like, you were all sort of like in a dengue club.
We were pretty much in a gay club for about 3 days.
You guys all lined up and hopped into the dengue club.
We did. That's basically what happened, and we just basically, you basically sleep. It's not even that bad. I mean, your whole body aches. You have just this insane fever, and I basically don't know. I blacked out for about 4 days, and basically I just remember coming to.
Really?
Like on day 4, and it broke. It was like a weird.
Dude, you don't fuck with the tropics. Man.
No, dude,
you don't screw around.
Mosquitoes and those kind of diseases they carry are nothing to fuck with.
The
So.
jungle will own you.
It will. What about you? What have you?
The sickest I've been, and this will be. I've at this point I've turned this into a funny story, but it was anything but at the time.
Okay.
The sickest I've been was actually a case of food poisoning, which I don't know if that counts as illness.
Are you kidding me? Food poisoning is awful.
Yeah, I was at my friend's wedding, and there was the classic "what do you want to eat?" In this case, it was the fish or the chicken.
Oh no!
Right. I went with the chicken. And
should have gone with the fish.
Should have gone with the fish, because here's what happens. I get home. I live at this point. I'm in a tiny studio, in Hollywood, and I get home. My stomach is boiling, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna start shitting. Is what it felt like. It was like deep stomach, not like throat. Right.
Right.
I'm like, oh boy, this is not agreeing with me. So I get down to business. I'm on the pot, and I'm like,
oh no,
and I'm going like just it's
liquid.
Like a faucet, yeah. But it was this level of sort of Rhea that will start to fuck with your actual stomach.
Yeah,
so I start to feel like, oh shit,
no.
I'm gonna start vomiting, and I start looking around like for a trash can or something, because now I'm sitting on the shitter, and the poops are starting to wrap up. I'm like, oh, this is good. So the trash can's not within reach. I'm afraid if I get up, I'm gonna cause like a mess. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna try and pinch it off, right, and spin around. And as awful as it is, I'm gonna try and hurl into my diarrhea-filled toilet.
No.
I'm sorry if this is too graphic, but this is a fucking true story, and it deserves to be heard.
You haven't even eaten lunch yet, dude. Son of a bitch. All right, continue.
I hop up. I'm like, here we go. The time is now. Tried for a no-scope right there. I hop up, spin around, face in, and I'm like, oh. And if I wasn't ready to puke, I was suddenly ready.
Of course.
Yeah. I start vomiting, and my body I'm just gonna tell you, my body just lets go. Like everything. Just the whole scene just screams to my body, you've got to just let this all happen. So I start spraying shit out of my ass onto the wall, and the wall and the floor, and I'm hurling and screaming, and the
It's the worst.
And I know what's happening, but I'm like embracing it, because I'm like, just get it out,
Oh my god!
And what was really funny to me was in the middle of this, and it just sounds like
like Chewbacca dying.
Somebody in the parking lot outside goes,
"Oh god,
you okay, buddy?" They shouted. They must have thought I was being assaulted.
Oh my god,
man. That was the most intense.
Awful.
I literally started to get lose consciousness. Like the tunnel vision started coming in. Yeah. Then it happened in a smaller way. It happened sort of again very recently. I hadn't eaten Taco Bell in a long time. Went back to Taco Bell, and that went through me like nothing. Like I didn't have...
Like you didn't even digest it?
No, like I didn't have a digestive tract. My esophagus just went straight to my bunghole. And I actually started to black out. I was crapping so hard, and I'm like, dude, what the fuck?
So no more Taco Bell for you?
No, never.
Oh man, that's rough. Well,
that only took, 6 minutes for me to tell that awful story? Oh, wow.
You know, I guess next time the keys for that are that you probably... Obviously, you couldn't have known that was going to happen. But maybe just lying in the bathtub while you shit and vomit, because then you can at least run the water.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, it's all liquid anyway.
Jeez, it was terrible.
Wow, that's awful. I'm sorry you had to go through that.
I'm glad that is not what I was sick with, and I'm glad to be back. Good job, by the way. While I was away, we have a very specific shoot schedule we try and adhere to, and I know I'm looking forward to next week's inbox.
We had
Borafon.
We had Boraf, and we had some laughs. I think hopefully it came out. It came out pretty good.
All right.
So we'll see. We'll see.
Good job. You guys rock. I hope all of you out there are not getting sick, and we will talk to you tomorrow.
See you guys later. We did the black screen thing again, by the way.
Yep. Whatever. That's our thing, man.
All right.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to get out while we're on the black screen? That's not diarrhea or
we
vomit.
talked all. Yeah. There was enough getting out done on this commentary.
All right.